What's up, everybody? It's Wes and Andy. Welcome back. It's Tuesday night. This is your 75th edition of Random Fandom. Surprise! We had some life issues creep up this week, which meant we didn't get our Sunday stream in.
Nope.
Due to unforeseen illness, which is still lingering. Hence, we had actually said that we were pushing Sunday's episode off until tonight, but that is clearly not the case. So,
surprise!
Next Sunday,
we will get back to Ewoks.
Yeah, Ewoks will continue in its normally.
Yeah,
it's regularly scheduled slot. That's what we'll say.
Yep.
Which means, hey, Random Fandom tonight, which I think is going to be a good one. We had some not so good news. And then we had some other not so good news, but developing news in the last couple of hours, which will be make for a very interesting conversation, I think.
I think a lot of them tonight are going to make for interesting conversation, just based on what they are.
Yeah, there is a lot going on in the pop culture and entertainment world this week.
Yep.
Or in the last 7 days or so. That being said, if you want to have your say about any of the news items that we're talking about tonight, you can always hit us up in the live chat. And if you're so inclined, you can check out the description of this video, this stream. You'll see a handy dandy WhatsApp link. You can call us up and you can be on the show.
Have your voice heard live.
So that line is open now. I will be monitoring that throughout the evening. And before we get to our first topic of the evening, we should probably start with some
Random Fandom Trivia.
Let's give that one a go this week. What do you got for us, Andy?
All right, this one, it might be an easy one this week, but that's okay. I'm okay with it.
Sometimes the brain needs a bit of a rest.
It does. So your question this week.
Oh, I've seen some Jesse Ventura this week online.
Ooh, there you go. In 1998, former professional wrestler Jesse the Body Ventura was elected governor of which state?
My governor can beat up your governor.
Yeah, that's probably right.
Remember that? I'm pretty sure that was a bumper sticker at one time.
You think he could take, at the time he could take Arnold.
I believe I know the answer to this, so I will keep silent until after we get the sounder going.
Fair enough. Well, your options this evening are A, Wyoming, B, Washington,
WW,
C, Michigan, or D, Minnesota.
It's funny, none of the states start with F or E, or you could have had WWF or WWE.
WW.
I do like the WW though. Was that intentional?
I guess so.
Just say yes.
Yes.
Yes, it was. It's totally intentional.
Yep.
Okay, well then, let's give everybody 30 seconds to think about it, then we'll come and check in on the answers here in just a minute. Here we go. All right. Well,
coming in on the line. Oh, Gaz is here with us.
We got Gaz in here tonight. We got Phil over at Treasures for Trigger. Hello, guys. Nice to see you hanging out tonight.
So
nice to have you along.
Gaz is going for it with D.
D, Minnesota.
Treasure for Trigger, as you say.
Also D.
Also locking in D.
Minnesota.
And yeah, I think you guys are our two viewers right now. So if you answered anything other, what did you guess?
Me? Oh, for sure, Minnesota.
Okay.
Minnesota.
Well, if you guessed anything else, you're wrong.
Oh dear, what am I doing here?
It was indeed Minnesota.
I got the wrong thing in front of me.
That's okay.
Oh, where did it go?
It's
Where's
hiding.
my dinger? There it is. I lost the dinger.
Oh no.
Yeah, I'll just leave it at that. We'll leave it at that.
Go Vikings.
Go Vikings. Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. I guess let's waste no time.
So
let's
we've
get
got
right
some-
into it.
Yeah, we got some sad notes here to get through.
As always, as we lead off with the obits, we got a long list this week.
A little bit of a list.
Son of a stuck in there like an Alabama tick.
Yep. Ain't got time to bleed.
Yeah, I was watching a thing with him this week. He was talking about that, talking about getting cast for that, and how it his departure or his absence from the WWF over that.
Mm-hmm. And how it was Hulk Hogan that ratted him out.
He tried to call. Get a call with Vince. Vince wouldn't take the call. He's like, "Well, next time you see him, tell him I've been cast in this movie and I'm accepting it. Bye, bye,
See ya.
bye.
Yep. But this next one, no laughing matter.
No,
We lost Bernie Mirault. Now, if
Mirault?
you're yeah.
Bernie Mirault.
Yes, you are much better at pronouncing than I. French-born Canadian comic book artist and writer. Comic book works include Dr. Robot, Mackenzie Queen, Bug-Eyed Monster, The Blair Witch Chronicles, Left Alone,
Oh, what do you know?
a whole bunch more, including his own created one, The Jam,
Nice.
Urban Adventure. Yeah, like been around for quite a while, but unfortunately, he never reached that level of fame that he was aiming for,
Sure.
and it finally got to him. And he ended up taking his own life on
That's awful.
in September there
Oh, we're
at
just
the
finding
age
out
of
about this now.
63.
Okay.
So
I was going to say that's not a recent photo then.
no,
Okay.
but
And we're just finding this out now, eh? Oh,
Yeah.
well, wait a minute now.
Well,
It is September.
It's just last
It is
week.
September. So yeah, it was just last week. Okay,
Yeah.
sorry.
Yeah, also had
I
a
thought you said
part-time.
August.
No, also had a part-time band called the Bug-Eyed Monster.
That
So-
sounds like a book. That could have been a
It
comic.
could have been, yeah,
Could have been a comic.
yeah.
Bug-Eyed Monster the musical.
Yeah, he was inducted into the Canadian Comic Book Creator Hall of Fame as part
Nice.
of the Joe Shuster Awards in 2020.
Oh wow.
So he
Yeah,
did have some accolades and whatnot to him, but
Are we allowed to say Schuster's name out loud, or is somebody going to ask us for money?
I don't know. Are we?
I mean, everybody else
it's
is
a Joe
every-
Shuster Award.
everybody's stealing from everybody else. I mean, hey, are we allowed to claim that half a Superman?
I don't know. Maybe the Canadian half. I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, sad loss. And if you need help, speak with someone today. Like,
Yeah.
you can phone 24/7 or text 24/7. 988 is the suicide crisis helpline.
Specifically,
Canadian.
yes, in Canada. So
Language is available in English and French. So
certainly to all of our fans internationally, you'll have to look at your crisis resources in your jurisdiction.
but don't not look for them. If you need help, get help.
Yeah, absolutely.
We also lost Peter Renaday.
Yeah,
The,
this one came late
today.
Yeah, late today.
But the voice of Master Splinter.
Yeah,
In
our
the 80s cartoon.
our OG Splinter.
Mm-hmm.
He looks like a very
Refined.
distinguished actor.
Mm-hmm. Well, he wasn't just Splinter. Like, he had other credits as well, spanning not just TV and film, but theme park attractions.
Come again now?
He was known for voicing Abraham Lincoln at Walt Disney World's Hall of Presidents.
Wow.
And-
wow.
Max in the Country Bear Jamboree.
No way.
Yeah,
7 minutes ago.
that's right.
Oh wait, that's a different Lincoln.
It could be. But yeah, like that's included with, he was in the Transformers, Batman the Animated Series, Batman
Yeah.
Brave and the Bold, Animaniacs, Godzilla, Duncan in the Dragon Age Origins. Like,
Oh, really?
yeah,
Oh, I'm a Dragon Age fan, so that's cool.
Yeah. He was in Adam Phoenix in Gears of War 3. So video games as well.
Oh, so Adam Phoenix, related to Marcus Phoenix,
Hmm.
the main protagonist of that game.
And he did both Odin and Namor in Marvel Ultimate Alliance.
Oh, those were good games.
So,
I did like those.
yeah. But He was married to Florence Flo Daniel, who worked as a secretary in the music department of Walt Disney Studios from 79 till her death in 2011. So, lost his wife first, but
Yeah. Oh yeah, Phil says Splinter had such a captivating voice on TMNT.
yeah.
Absolutely. I felt, now I don't know if people would look at it favorably, a white guy kind of doing the Asian flair, but like
But it was a wise rat.
yeah, and I got that.
Yeah.
And I felt like he was I hate to be cheesy about it, but he was a cool dude.
Mm-hmm.
Splinter.
Yep. But yeah, 88 years old.
Boo.
So, but then we also lost
oh man,
the galaxy suffered a huge loss yesterday.
We could do a whole show on this one.
We could. James Earl Jones has left us.
I saw this and I immediately sent over the GIF of Hayden Christensen's Vader. No, and I'm like, is it too soon for that?
That's his voice, though.
Oh, it's definitely James' voice.
Uncredited, but it is 100% James Earl Jones.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't it?
Yeah,
be? Has to be.
I didn't realize that he was 93.
Yeah.
This one I was thinking about, and this comes up all the time, especially with the ones that really resonate with you, like other roles. I mean, certainly we're always, I think, going to closely associate him with
Darth Vader.
But then it's like I saw some artwork today that was sort of like it was a footstone or a gravestone of him, and then it was Vader standing on one side and a lion,
Mufasa,
leaning on the other.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, do you have any other notable performances of his that?
I really liked him in Coming to America with Eddie Murphy, King Jaffe Joffer.
Yes.
And it's kind of a bit role, but Sandlot.
The Sandlot.
He plays the blind baseball player whose yard houses the Beast.
I mean, I think of him, and I don't know if it's like if Vader paved the way for that, but like James Earl Jones play. Oh, Field of Dreams, Gaz says, yeah, Field of Dreams. Tulsa Doom, obviously from Conan,
yeah.
which I'm a big fan of. But then there's this like movie that I can't remember the name of it. It's been it's this like cautionary tale about World War III by Dawn's Early Light, where he plays an Air Force officer and Alice. Somebody get me a goddamn cigarette. And it's just like he doesn't like physically. James Earl Jones doesn't necessarily fit the profile of a service person, but like performance wise, it's just drippingly.
He's a commanding presence.
Oh yeah, it's so good. Phil says The Lion King is my favorite Disney. It's my favorite Disney as well. Yeah, bar none. It is my absolute favorite. Conan. Oh, Hunt for Red October, Patriot Games, Clear and Present Danger. Yes, all of those. Yeah.
Dr. Strangelove.
In the Clancy. Can we call it the Clancy verse?
Yeah, I suppose so.
I think we can.
Yeah. But yeah, like the first thought you hear is like he's gone, and like the gift says, it's like no.
We talked about this a while ago because it was sort of a hot button issue.
Yeah,
late last year.
He's secured.
Sold his voice
sold the rights, right? So his voice can live on.
The voice of Vader and God knows who else will live on.
Now, did you see the episode of The Big Bang Theory with him in it?
Oh, of course.
That was a great episode.
Of course.
You like Star Wars. I like Star Wars too.
I think of, some of the little reels and things that you see that come up in your feeds and stuff. And the one about him using the Vader voice on the CB radio.
Yeah. And he had to quit because it was
good, buddy. Oh man, I will miss him. But I definitely am going to look back on his work because there's just so much of it that was just a part of my coming up.
Yep.
Yeah.
And in addition to like movie roles and theater roles, he also had like over 70 television credits.
Big Bang Theory, baby.
Yep.
Love
Roots,
that one.
Atlanta Child Murders, LA Law, Homicide, Life on the Street, Everwood, Simpsons, Picket Fences, Law and Order, Frasier, House, and the list goes on.
with TV though, like, are the roles where he's like playing a character better than when he's like playing a parody of himself?
I don't know, because that Big Bang Theory
It's
parody of
so
himself is
good,
it
yeah.
is. It's like, let's go to Tijuana. It's like, oh yes.
Yeah, but, I just what's the guy saying here? Oh, he says the man is a legend, like John Wayne, Steve McQueen, Sidney Poitier will be missed.
Yes.
Yeah, like there are very few of these celebrity deaths that really bother me, but I shouldn't say bother me, that impact me.
Yeah.
But this is definitely one of them. Star Wars is, part of the fabric of my being. It's certainly influenced who I am as a human being.
Hmm.
And yeah, Darth Vader's a villain, but I mean James Earl he was my gateway to James Earl Jones, and certainly
Hmm.
once you associate, once you found out, what the guy, he's not in the suit, it's another guy,
Yep.
and you can't unknow that.
No.
But then you start hearing and seeing him in other things, and you're like, oh my god, it really is. And
Yep.
I was totally fascinated. The guy could read a dictionary, and I'd be.
Uh-huh.
It's just such a unmistakable and remarkable voice.
Yeah. I guess he was asked in 2014 by the New York Times about how he kept his career going for so long.
Yeah.
And he's quoted saying, "The secret is never forgetting that you're a journeyman actor and that nothing is your final thing, nothing is your greatest thing, and nothing is your worst thing. I still consider myself a novice."
I think that's a very healthy attitude to
Yeah.
have. It's like a touring band.
Yeah,
Like
like-
you're.
He'll be done when he's gone. So,
Yeah. There's always something.
yeah. But his first wife, Julianne Marie, he was married to her. I'm not sure if she's still with us, but his second wife of 34 years, Cecilia Hart, she passed in 2016.
Mm.
So he is survived by his son, Flynn Earl Jones. So the line continues.
You makes you wonder, like, hey, do you sound at all like your father?
Yeah, there's a big set of shoes to fill, though.
Yeah, no, of course it is.
But-
Not bad for a guy that stuttered.
Yeah, overcame it.
Yeah.
Did Broadway, did movies, television, everything.
And our thoughts are with his family.
Yep. So this next one, kind of neat. Decades-long legal battle is finally over.
This maybe this one probably means more to me because I've been a fan of this band for a long time, and when it came to light that this was happening, I was like, "What?"
Yeah, I had no idea that there was a legal battle going on.
Yeah.
But apparently the Guess Who have ended that battle.
So Jim Cale and oh my God, Gary Peterson. It's funny how this has been going on for a while. So the Guess Who as a touring band were performing earlier this year and last year as the Guess Who. The suit alleges, now the suit launched by jointly by Burton Cummings and Randy Bachman.
Yeah.
The lead singer / piano player / flute player / half the writing duo, and
Yeah.
Randy Bachman, guitar player of Bachman Turner Overdrive.
Yeah.
Which is funny because those guys have had like this on and off again feud forever.
Yeah.
So them working together on something is like,
Kind of weird to begin with.
They took exception to the Peterson Cale version of the Guess Who using imagery of them and the studio recorded tracks of Burton and Randy's musicianship to promote these shows as the Guess Who when they're not in the band. Now this is like, and I'm not a lawyer and I don't fully understand how all this works. Because I've asked this question before. At what point does a band become
Not the band.
at what point does the band become its own tribute band?
Mm.
When you talk about some of the legacy bands that are still out there today, and here's a couple just off the top of my head. Styx. Dennis DeYoung hasn't been in Styx for over 20 years, but they still go out and perform. But now that is mostly the original band.
Yeah.
Journey.
Yeah.
Steve Perry hasn't been in Journey for how long?
Well, AC/DC.
Well, AC/DC is still more or less together. Brian's back. He's performing again.
Is he performing again?
Yeah,
'Cause I know
performing again with
they
his.
replaced the lead singer like 3 times after Bon Scott,
Well,
or at least twice.
Brian was there right up until he had hearing trouble, and then Axl Rose went out on the road with them for a little while.
Okay.
But look, bands even like the Doors. The Doors have gone out as the Doors with another singer. Queen has done it, but then like at what point, like Foreigner, when the band members, the rotation has rotated so much,
That nobody
Deep
originals
Purple,
gone.
yeah, you have no original members left. So at what point do you become your own tribute band?
True.
So Burton Cummings, who I just saw earlier this year, by the way, has been very, very vocal about this on his own social media, calling the Guess Who a tribute band. He's been called the tribute band. He took an unprecedented move. The publishing rights to he owns the publishing rights to all the music that he wrote.
Wow.
Do you know what he did?
Sold them?
He canceled his agreement with the distributors, which really is unprecedented. Nobody, I don't think another rock band has done that, which means no music that he wrote could be used in film or television. That's a significant revenue stream.
Yeah.
But it also meant performing rights, which meant the band that's using the Guess Who name, which includes Peterson and Cale, could no longer perform those songs live because they would have to pay a royalty. With that agreement gone, nobody can perform except for tribute bands that are specifically authorized by Burton Cummings, of which he has a couple that he has given express written permission to do that. So I guess it was an out-of-court settlement?
Yeah.
Out-of-court settlement.
A year after they first sued.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
So they are now, they just released, interestingly enough, the band just released a new record. And apparently they've taken the name of that record and they've now rebranded all of their social media as this record name. I guess that is the band name now.
The Guess What?
No, it's oh my gosh, what's it called? I gotta look it up. Plein d'Amour.
Plein d'Amour?
Plein d'Amour.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure it's Plein d'Amour. I'm pretty sure that's what it is.
Yeah. But I guess the band's Twitter account or X account, whatever it is now, removed all its tweets minus one video of the band's newer members performing or promoting Plein d'Amour.
Yeah, exactly.
But, you know, it's kind of weird, but
it's funny. Like we've seen these like major battles before. You know, back in I don't know, in the 2010s anyway. Yeah. I talked about this before. I went to see Queensryche.
Yeah.
The Seattle band Queensryche, that Jeff Tate used to be the lead singer from. At the time, there were two versions of Queensryche. There was Jeff Tate's Queensryche, which was a litany of famous musicians, some of which had played in the original band, some that had played in other incarnations of the band. And then there was the other Queensryche, which was everybody else except Jeff Tate. And they were both touring at the same time. And I'm like, well, to me, if I can go and hear the guy who sang the songs, that's the one I'm going to go see. So I went to see Queensryche. But these legendary feuds amongst bands, right? Guns N' Roses, anybody?
Yep.
Who's on third? No, wait, he's on first, right?
Apparently that finally happened.
What's that?
There's a baseball player named Who, H-U, and they got a photo of him on first.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Very good.
But yeah, Cummings, he is quoted as saying, if there's a group out there calling themselves the Guess Who, it's going to have the lead singer who wrote the songs and the guitarist who made the riffs. It's going to have Bachman and Cummings in it. I say if, because we don't know. Randy had a lot of bookings and I got a lot of solo gigs. What we do know is that Randy and I are happy because there isn't a fake Guess Who out there anymore.
I think that, you know, I wouldn't take anything from this statement as being false hope, sort of per se, that they're going to go out and tour again as the Guess Who. Randy's back on the radio again, and doesn't sound so good anymore. Like
No?
like
Kind of lost a step. Or...
I feel like his age is definitely we can't escape that.
No.
And it's not a slight against him in any way.
No, like
But
age happens.
I mean, Burton is still, I mean, God, Burton's still singing like a madman, but even he, like, again, struggling with some of the notes, but still.
Yeah, we're in a weird time now, right? Like Steven Tyler can no longer perform.
Yeah, man. Hence my focus this year was like and I like to call them, maybe it's wrong to say it, but I don't know how else to say it, legacy bands.
The Steel Wheelchair Tour.
Is that a Stones reference?
I think so.
Yeah, nice. I want to go and see all the legacy bands that I didn't get to see in their heyday because I may never get to see them again. So, you know what? I'm willing to accept that this is who they are right now. Because hey, I didn't get to do this when I was younger, so now I can.
Yeah, it's not like it was in like the 60s, 70s where you just hop in the hippie bus.
Yeah, really. We all just follow the band around.
Yeah.
No, you're right.
What's Gaz saying here?
That's why if you start a band with friends, treat it like a business. Then you all fall out with each other. You will all have to buy each other out to continue. I saw a clip again the other night. Stuff coming up in my feed with Neil Peart and Rush, of course, who I'm a huge fan of. That's one thing that they did early on. They didn't want to
have it ever come to that.
Yeah, they never wanted to have it come to that. So like very early on in the band's early days, they basically just said, listen, we're all working on this stuff and we don't want to fight over, well, who wrote what lick versus what lyric. So it's like, we'll split everything 3 ways and we'll never have to talk about this again. And according to Geddy Lee, that is exactly what happened. He's like, it didn't change the fact that there were tough times over the course of the band's history, but like the financial end of it
was not an issue.
It didn't matter. It didn't matter if you played one note. You know, you were 1/3 of that equation. So they all shared in that. And he said, you know, it took that element away from them, so they didn't have to worry about that, and they could just focus on making the music they wanted to make. Yeah,
but it should be anyway.
It's true though, right? Like you go into these things thinking it's going to be this great thing, and even you and I experienced that to some degree with another podcast that we were part of for a while.
Yeah, and
you think it's going to be this great thing, and then it isn't.
Yes.
And how do you navigate that? How do you handle it? Well, in Burton Cummings' case, you
take all the rights away.
You end your publishing agreement. You sacrifice the money that you could potentially make from that agreement.
Especially with like the amount of movies and whatnot still like clamoring for.
How many productions have used American Woman? Oh. Like, come on.
Yeah. Shit, every James Gunn soundtrack is probably dipping into that era at least.
Oh, for sure. Late 60s, mid 70s. Yeah. No, you're right. Which makes me wonder if Superman's going to do that.
Maybe.
God, I hope not.
Well,
it's got to be done.
I'd be okay if it had a great soundtrack, but
John Williams, anybody? I guarantee he won't touch it.
No, because he's in Disney's pocket.
You wanna separate yourself from that as much as possible. No, the John Williams Superman score.
I know he did it once. He did it right, and he doesn't need to go back and do it again.
No, you're right.
But this next one's kind of different. First time I saw it, I want to say shocked because it's almost nightmare fuel. But
I've watched it a couple of times, and I still, maybe because I'm not interested in the property. Maybe that's why. Maybe if I was a fan of the property, I could be a little more excited about this. But
I am a fan of the property, and I'm a bit worried, honestly.
Well, let's put this one out.
Yeah.
So we can
the trailer dropped for Minecraft the movie.
Minecraft the movie, starring Jack Black
as Jack Black. No, he's supposed to be Steve, but it's Jack Black.
Does that look like Steve?
No, Steve does not have a beard or long hair. Steve is a square, clean cut.
Do we have the synopsis?
We do have it.
Can we read the synopsis? If we can read the synopsis, I would like to. Let's read that because I have a thought on that.
Okay. Welcome to the world of Minecraft, where creativity doesn't just help you craft; it's essential to one's survival. 4 misfits, including Garrett the Garbage Man Garrison, played by Jason Momoa. Henry, played by Sebastian Eugene Hansen. Natalie, played by what's her name here? Emma Myers.
Yep.
And Dawn, played by Danielle Brooks.
Oh, she's great, by the way.
Yeah, find themselves struggling with ordinary problems when they are suddenly pulled through a mysterious portal into the overworld, a bizarre cubic wonderland that thrives on imagination. To get back home, they'll have to master this world and protect it from evil things like piglins and zombies, too, while embarking on a magical quest with an unexpected expert crafter, Steve, played by Jack Black.
I saw this, and there was a quick blurb that said, people being pulled into a video game, and I'm like, oh, so it's Jumanji Part 2.
Yeah.
And literally, that's all I can think of. And I'm
seems like that, yeah.
Which also starred
Jack Black.
Yeah. We've got now is Jason Momoa going to be our
Rock?
Our Rock Johnson?
I don't know for sure.
Yeah, I don't know.
But
I don't know.
Guess is nope.
Nope.
Well, Red Swenson.
Red Swenson, welcome back to the show, sir. We haven't seen you in a while. Nice of you to tune in tonight. This will be the second video game adaptation that will be ruined by Jack Black. What, Super Mario? You didn't like his? Are you referring to Mario? Did he ruin Mario?
He wasn't a Mario.
He was Bowser.
Oh, that's right too. He was Peaches. So, no, Mario was good. He did well there.
Phil hard pass. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Silver
Spider says hopefully better than the Borderlands movie. I watched that the other day. It was bad. Not expecting much though. It's kind of goofy in the sense that, there's that parody thing with Kevin Hart about wanting to be an action hero. And then and then I saw the thing for the Borderlands thing. I'm like, oh, he really does. He really does want to be an action hero. And I'm like, oh, maybe this isn't the right one for him. Sounds like the Lego movie, just with real people in it.
A little bit, yeah. Oh, there you go. Red saying he ruined
Borderlands. Okay, fair enough. No, you're right. It's also based on a video game.
Yeah. And Sean says he's going to pass on this movie.
I think a lot of people are going to pass on this movie.
Like that sheep there is just nightmare fuel.
Is it the blocky?
I think it's the face with the eyes. Because like in the video game, it's simplistic. It's really shaved down, but like, I don't know, applying those real world elements to
trying to take an 8-bit, like an 8-bit digital look, and then apply this level of reality or realism on it. It looks like kind of.
I don't mind the wolf howling there, but
remember how everybody was all upset with the first look at Sonic?
Yes.
Like it feels like that.
It does.
It really does. Yeah, I'll pass too. Some things just shouldn't be made into a movie. Yep.
Well, there is the whole like Netflix did that interactive storybook version, right? Where it is in the style of the animation.
Sure.
And it worked there. Like it was a choose your own adventure story.
But as an interactive piece of entertainment that maintains the look of the video game.
Yeah. That was on fine. But this, I think it's too much of a deviation. Now, I showed this to my son who loves Minecraft.
Oh, well, so there you go. That's going to be the litmus test then. The kids who obsess over this.
Yeah. And he looked at it and he said, yeah, it's fine. It looks like they put an AI filter on it.
That's funny that
he said
that even he can figure that one out and go, yeah.
But I think the biggest take or detractor is Jack Black himself here. Like, shave the damn beard, dude. I mean, at least he put on a blue shirt.
He put on the Steve shirt.
Oh, Joe fam, my son is nuts about Minecraft.
Yeah. Lots of people are.
Minecraft GPT.
Nice. Build me a Star Destroyer.
Yep. But if you haven't seen the trailer yet, we did link to it in the show notes, so go give it a look. And
also, and I've said this in recent times, is this another a vehicle for Jason Momoa to play Jason Momoa?
Maybe. I'm curious why they call him the Garbage Man, though.
Is that his real job?
Maybe.
What's his first name?
Where is it here? Garrett, the Garbage Man Garrison.
I was thinking Jerry the Garbage Man, just like the Trooper song. Boys in the Bright White Sports Car. Jerry the Garbage Man.
But yeah, so Minecraft coming to theaters, I believe. When's it coming? 2025.
Is it okay if I say who cares?
Yeah.
Who cares?
Yeah, it'll be here next year sometime.
All right, fair enough.
This next one's kind of neat. It shows more progress and whatnot. Oh, what's this?
It also what's that? Oh yeah, yeah, he looks like an overzealous uncle.
A little bit. But yeah, Alison Brie has been cast in the role of Evil-Lyn for the upcoming Masters of the Universe movie.
Now, this is the
This is
live
the-
action
the-
film
yeah.
that got bounced
That is
from
currently
Sony to
being
Netflix. Now,
Produced by Amazon
Amazon Prime,
MGM
yeah.
and Mattel Films.
For those of you not in the know, Alison Brie, what do we have some of her credits?
She was in Peacock's thriller limited series Apples Never Fall.
Yeah, she's got more history than that.
She does. I couldn't tell you what it is at this
No,
particular
she
moment,
was-
but
oh my god, she was in some stuff that I never cared for,
hmm.
which is why I can't remember off the top of my head. Here we go. Her breakout role, Trudy Campbell in Mad Men from 2007 to 2015.
Okay.
Also, Community. She was in Community
Well, there you go.
as Annie Edison, and she voiced Diane Nguyen in the animated comedy series BoJack Horseman.
Oh, there you go.
So there you go. So yeah, not somebody that I am super familiar with. I mean, I recognize her name,
Well, hopefully she does well.
and I don't care. I mean, she doesn't have to have like crazy credentials. She just has to pull off.
Nail the role, yeah.
Yeah.
Watch the cartoon,
yeah.
take your notes, and
And, I've been thinking about it, as we've talked about this quite a few times. I'm thinking that that the streaming service is probably a good place for this.
yeah.
But then I just got caught up on Rings of Power, and I'm like, could we make Masters of the Universe a limited like
Series?
live action series instead of just a movie?
That would be awesome.
You know me, more time with the characters that I like is always time well spent.
Yeah. But
There's certainly enough story there.
Oh, for sure.
But then are we just rehashing old material and not making it new? Like, and therein is the balance, right? Like this making something new for new audiences, yet honoring the roots and the origins, and putting out something that is going to be familiar and is going to hook
the originals.
Yeah, that's going to hook us.
Yeah.
Right. The people who helped build this brand.
Yeah. But she will be joining Nicholas Galantzine as He-Man.
Yep.
And Camila Mendez in the role of Tila.
I'm cautiously optimistic.
Yeah, like grain of salt. Hopefully it works. Travis Knight, I guess, is set to direct. Screenplay by Chris Butler, building upon that earlier draft created by David Callahan and the Nee brothers.
Yep.
So, and like they've got an ambitious schedule here, so they're aiming to release. I guess it's not that ambitious, but June 5th, 2026.
I mean,
but as far as like a
we know that
fantasy world epic,
we know that studios lock in these release dates some years in advance, because if they don't, they'll lose them.
Yeah.
So like,
Will
is
they hit
June
it?
is June 5th, 2026 really when it's going to happen, or is it like, because right now to me that's a placeholder.
Yeah.
That's a placeholder until
Yeah, because they're still casting, right? They're still
Yeah.
casting. They're still working on the
yeah,
script.
we're
We're hopefully optimistic that it'll hit that date.
we're a year and what, 7-8 months.
Yeah, at least.
So I would think by December, January, we probably will have the casting process done. We'll be well into pre-production. We should be building sets and or locations and sets by that point.
Yeah.
I would expect by mid next year we'll have a solid idea if this is really going to happen or not.
Yeah, or some set leaked photos or something.
God, I hope so. Joe Fan 84 says, I think it's hilarious they keep keep remaking 80s stuff, proving that the 80s was the best. Oh, wait till we get to toy news tonight. Did you include that one?
Which one?
The Loyal Subjects thing.
Oh crap, I might have missed that one.
We'll talk about it anyway.
Okay. But moving on here, another trailer that dropped. Amy Adams is starring in this one. It's called NIGHTBITCH.
I like her.
And from the trailer, it's different. It looks like she's a mother who's going to extremely stressed levels. And then
Is this a take on a werewolf?
I don't believe so. I think this is a take on that whole shifter thing, because she transforms into like a wolf canine.
Okay.
But Yeah, it's based on the best-selling novel by Rachel Yoder,
Cool.
and it'll be in theaters in December. I'm not going to show that comment.
I wouldn't either.
So yeah, but written and directed by Marie Heller, starring Amy Adams. The trailer looks interesting.
Yeah. What do I want to do with this?
I don't know. Not star it.
I definitely don't want to do that.
We'll just delete it later.
That's fine.
What's Gaz saying here?
Gaz says, true, I am eagerly awaiting the TJ Hooker film.
Yes.
Nice. Joe Fan 84. I hope I don't miss much. I'm at work and helping customers. No, man.
Customers need the help, though. They love that good customer service.
They do. Red says it's the same people who turned 80s cartoons into 80s toys, 80s toys into cartoons, and now are seeking the wallets of the 80s kids with their middle-aged wallets.
True. Mind you, He-Man started. It's a toy.
And
right?
what point are you trying to make?
They know what we want. They're trying to give it to us. Just say thank you.
Nostalgia sells, man, and it's still the nostalgia machine keeps on rolling. And like I said, that piece of if you haven't heard the loyal subjects this week in toy news, we are going to talk about that. I like Amy Adams, so maybe I'll check it out. Yes, I will as well.
Yeah,
that's true, Red. Yes. You old? Yes, I am. I am old. We can't escape it, my friend.
Nope.
We cannot escape it.
The wheels of time march forward. But yeah, so that one's out December.
Nice.
And if you haven't seen the trailer yet, it's linked to it in the show notes. So this next one's kind of weird. A drone forced Green Day to abandon the stage at their Comerica Park concert.
Oh, this is in Detroit?
Yeah, Detroit. Apparently there was an individual that flew a drone into the park while they were playing, and you can see the guys from some of the footage. The roadies and whatnot go out and rush Green Day off stage.
Yeah.
And I guess they were about 20 minutes into the concert.
Yep.
They were doing the second chorus to Longview.
They were in Longview, yeah,
and got pulled off stage, and then these screens came up, show on pause. And
it's funny that they've got a contingency for this.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of scary, but
I'm curious to know
not the worst idea.
What
I mean, considering all the crap that went on over in Europe and whatnot,
wow.
People trying to shoot up concerts and stuff there.
I was going to say, for anybody who's followed any of the war in the Ukraine, if you've seen any of the drone footage from there, you know how lethal drones have proven to be. Dropping rockets or dropping bombs into open hatches and that sort of thing. But I guess the FAA has some very
there's got to be strict the U.S. traffic rules, right?
The U.S. Federal Aviation Administration has some very strict rules on how drones can be operated, and I guess it's just there was no. This was an illegal droning. Can we say that?
Yeah, because you got to be concerned for all the safety of the people at the concert too, right?
Yeah, so the Detroit police apparently found a guy outside the venue and had him in custody very, very quickly.
Yeah.
And the band was back on the stage within
10 minutes.
Yeah, so it wasn't a huge interruption, but like when you were making these contingencies, like what does that conversation look like when the band's management says, okay, in the event that a drone comes over, like, duck and cover drills, like, everybody get under your desk, what is the prevailing thought? Like, this is danger?
It could be.
Or because
this was not a thought 10 years ago.
In my mind, and maybe it's the naivety of being a rural Canadian, is, there's some guy who's just trying to bootleg the concert because there's a camera on that drone.
Yeah.
Right? Like, bootleg concerts is, I mean, that's almost an industry in itself.
Yeah. But, it's crazy that it's come to this, right?
It is. Oh, and as Red said, so 80s cartoons into toys, then into film. So where's the Turbo Teen toys? And more importantly, where's the movie?
In production.
Yeah.
Red's
Boulevard of Broken Drones.
Nice.
Oh, I don't have I should have give you the
dump.
There it is.
Would it be an issue if the drone looked like the Goodyear blimp? I don't know. Maybe
But the Goodyear blimp
it's
would have
advertising.
That's what
It
I
would
mean.
have clearance,
It would
right?
yeah, it would have some sort of like, yeah, we're authorized to
But
be here.
just some unmarked, unauthorized drone.
Yeah,
I get why they did it.
you or me rocks up in the parking lot, opens up the back of our car, and
Yeah.
like that's just. I guess
It's
that's not
become
okay.
ridiculously easy to do
I don't
something
even
like
know
that.
what the laws on that in Canada are. I know that
If they're not there yet, they're trying to catch up.
yeah, I know there's some restrictions on like how large a drone you can operate without needing.
A license.
Yeah. So it's never been something that I've really been interested in. Actually, up until we started doing this, because there's a few times where we've gone to do something where I'm like, oh, if we could get
Drone
a
footage would be
drone
really
shot,
cool.
like an aerial photograph. Alas.
It's in the budget for 2 years from now.
Oh, nice. Is that what we're saying?
Sure,
You heard it here, folks. In 2 years,
maybe.
September 2026, Fandom Power.
The drone shots.
Drone powered. Are we still going to be a show then? God, I hope so.
Damn right.
I hope so.
We'll be on what episode?
Oh my
150?
God. Yeah, really, twice as many as we have now.
Yep.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
Moving on. This next one, it just won't go away. Bo DeMaio.
Oh boy.
He's accused Marvel and Disney of egregious prejudicial misconduct on X-Men 97 and Blade.
You know, I was very much of the, when we were talking about this earlier, I was very like neutral in my stance. Like, we don't know what Marvel's accusing him of. We don't know what he's accusing Marvel of. We don't know what the terms of his deal
Severance.
were.
Yeah.
We don't know what kind of contract he was under. And that still applies here. But the accusations that he's making
It's a long
are
list.
pretty serious. That being said, although it doesn't really matter, my first thought was, then why are you putting this out on OnlyFans when that's a subscription model?
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you put this out publicly?
On like a Instagram or a Twitter.
And yet here we are talking about it. So it looks like it didn't really matter because
it still got out there.
Yeah,
because news outlets picked it up. But yeah, I guess he posted a 30-minute video on Wednesday to his OnlyFans profile.
Last Wednesday.
Yeah. So, but he's quoted as saying in the video, these allegations of egregious misconduct are false, adding that rumors of the nature of DeMaio's alleged misconduct have been floated on various sites and podcasts are lies.
Lies!
All lies.
Lies!
Those are lies. All lies. But yeah, he's got a list of allegations that they go through, and it's lengthy.
Yeah, there was some talk about inappropriate behavior from some executives towards production assistants that he tried to inform the higher ups at Marvel, and they basically shut him down.
Shut him down, yeah. What's Gaz saying here?
If you're gonna do this, do it in style. Don't use a drone. Use an RC helicopter that looks like Airwolf. That way, you can put the lady on silent mode, and no one will know it's there. I love that.
Have you seen the air?
I did. I just saw
the quadcopters you can ride.
I did not see that, but I'm aware of
basically like a giant drone with a bike seat on it.
I thought you were going to ask me if I just saw the giant RC Airwolf that come up in my Facebook feed the other day, which I did.
Not.
I did. Complete with a belly mounted rocket launcher and the two chain guns. It looked to me like
to drive that in there.
It looked to me like the belly the rocket launchers were firing like Roman candles.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Yeah, you wouldn't want to put that in the concert.
Well, you never been shot at with a Roman candle before? I thought everybody had.
Yeah, well, there's no evidence of it, but yes.
Oh, yeah. Me too. Me too.
But yeah, back to DeMaio here. One of them, he doesn't name any names, but he does say that Marvel and Disney executives and employees are involved in this, right?
Yeah.
But
of which you were one of at the time, sir.
Yeah.
It's funny though, because if any of this is true,
it's going to reflect poorly on everyone.
And it's complete speculation on my part, but I'm inclined to believe that, there's probably a shred of truth. It may not be the whole truth.
A grain of it.
Sure. But then that's still just, it's shocking on some level. and on others it's not. But it's upsetting to know that the old boys club
Is still a thing.
is still a thing when that's just not the world we live in anymore.
Yeah. Like his first allegation is that as his identity as a gay black man was weaponized by Marvel execs and select crew members to undermine him. Like,
How? I'd like to know how. I'm not saying that didn't happen, but I would like to know how.
well, he continues the same dog whistling stereotypes favored by bigots for decades. He's big, he's intimidating, too opinionated, angry, emotional, flamboyant, dramatic, and a pervert.
Prevert! No,
So-
that doesn't fly.
No.
Dinosaurs, get the fuck over it.
Yeah. But he was called uncollaborative, too difficult to work with, and too much of a fanboy. And I really dislike that one because anybody
exception to
working
that.
on any of these properties that have such a huge fan base,
Yeah.
you got to have some fan in you to know what you're
You know, as a
working on.
as a showrunner, you've got to have a very good working knowledge of, especially when you're doing an adaptation.
Yeah.
This isn't an original property. This is
It's an established property
Yeah,
with
yeah.
like a long legacy and history.
If you don't have a grip on that, you have the potential to do damage.
Yeah.
So to call him a fanboy while factually correct,
That's
It's-
not a bad thing.
it's insulting.
Yeah.
It's very, very much insulting to well, again, to weaponize the term.
Yeah.
It's just, in this case, it's not a bad thing.
Yeah.
I would hope that more folks that are in the entertainment industry would be bigger fans of the properties that they're adapting, to be honest.
Yeah. Like, I can't remember which one it was. Was it one of the X-Men films? But the director said, yeah, I've never read one of the books or never picked up a
Oh, dear.
specific
Oh dear.
title and just went ahead with it. Like, this is my vision for what it should be.
I just saw the new Crow.
And
It's okay.
watch the old one.
Yeah, you'll feel better.
Okay.
You'll feel better. Not that the new one is bad.
Yeah, because I like Bill Skarsgård, but
Yeah, actually, he's pretty good. The performances are fantastic, to be honest. The acting is good. The script itself is a little bit, it takes a long time to get going.
Hmm.
And it doesn't have the feel good romantic aspect of the Brandon Lee one, but it is what it is.
yeah.
But talking about adapting stuff,
Yeah. Well, here's another one that he alleges. He alleges that the lead artist on the show on X-Men 97
Yeah.
told him at the company barbecue in 2021 that her husband felt that I must get a lot of dick based upon how I look.
good for you, man. I hope that's true.
Yeah,
I hope that's
go
true.
get yours, dude.
Yep.
But like, that's not exactly company picnic talk.
You know what though? Like, I don't want to say, and this is another term that gets tossed around a lot. Like, I know, especially like locker room talk.
Yes.
But like at the company barbecue, there's always opportunities for one or two people off to the side having a private conversation. So, I mean, was that something that was overheard by everybody? And
Maybe.
were
And then
you-
just passed on by the wife.
were you offended by it in the moment? And did you say something about it in the moment? You know, like, because it sounds like you're the kind of guy that is not afraid to stand up for themselves.
No.
So like, we just don't know the dynamic. And I'm not defending anybody.
No.
I'm just saying, like, there's more here than what
There's
we know.
always two sides to the
Yeah,
coin,
yeah,
right?
yeah, no, absolutely.
That's Red saying
Absolutely.
here.
I'm not going to theaters for anything less than a Transformers 1 or a Sonic 3.
Well, you should go for Beetlejuice because it's pretty damn good.
Did you see it?
I did.
Oh, nice. We haven't seen it yet.
Yeah. It is a really well done continuation.
Okay, good.
Like, it hits on all your nostalgic notes, but it gives you enough new. There's a couple plot points that I saw coming, but my daughter didn't. So
Did you refresh on the original movie before you went to see the sequel?
I did not, but I've watched it a few times this past year. So
So you're
it was
already
it was fairly
then.
fresh.
Gas says, "Oh, that was Bryan Singer. He didn't allow the cast to read any of the X-Men books to research their characters."
Yeah. So
I mean, it's nothing to stop them from going and doing it on their own. But
true.
I guess
that's
once
how you
you're-
wind up with X3.
what? By
Last
what?
Stand.
How? By not letting them, or by
Yeah.
letting them?
Go let them read the Dark Phoenix saga, then they'll know what's wrong.
Oh. Yeah, but then Bryan Singer, we know. Well, he did leave to do Superman, and let's not
True.
talk about that.
Yeah. But back to DeMaio here. He says that the last straw for him was when he arrived at a production office for Blade at Tyler Perry Studios in Atlanta and was told someone needed to crack the whip around here. Now, he is alleging that's going back to the whole, slavery, crack the whip crackers, and all that jazz. But again, we weren't there. We don't know the context. Maybe they were just really, really behind schedule.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe.
But yeah, so, it's going to be out there for quite a while until one side either, wins or
they're still saying,
loses.
but so I had said that we didn't know the thing about his contract, and Marvel is saying that he has violated his
Non-disclosure.
Yeah, his termination agreement.
Yeah.
Which is funny because his lawyer is saying that they're seeking to invalidate the non-disparagement provision in the separation agreement, contending that the agreement violates California law that limits NDAs and requires that they allow an employee to disclose information about unlawful acts in the workplace, such as harassment or discrimination, which is part of what Bo is saying that happened.
Yeah, and that's not just there, right? Like with all the other, the Me Too movement and everybody coming forward with stuff, how they were locked into NDAs and the laws are trying to fix it. So, you can't lock that up anymore.
No, you can't.
What's Kaz saying here?
Yeah, let's not talk about the Singer Superman film.
Done and done.
Listen, there are elements of that movie that I sincerely like. I love the opening sequence with the shuttle and the plane and catching the plane. I love the bullet in the eyeball. Like, come on, that's cool stuff. And the rest of it is just kind of filler.
Pick up the island.
You can't disparage us, but you're still fired.
Yeah.
It reads like comedy because it kind of is
A little bit.
Yeah. Fuck you, Marvel.
Can't tell me what to do. I'm going to OnlyFans.
Yeah, really. You want to know what I got to say?
Pay
You got to
for it.
pay for it.
Yeah.
Until people like us pick it up and you can have it for free.
Yeah. But this next one. Are you a wrestling fan? Do you have money? Lots of money, because you could have something cool.
Do you need a real estate opportunity?
You do. Titan Towers in Stamford has gone up for sale.
Connecticut.
Listed by a Stamford real estate firm. It's 94,000 square feet, sits on 1.19 acres. Originally built in 1981, 4 stories of offices and 4 stories of a parking deck. It's been featured on WWE programming since 95.
This is like the Titan Sports headquarters.
This is the big one, right? But with TKO cutting down and wanting to move headquarters, this has hit the market. Now, there's no price, because if you go to the Realty listing, it says price based on offer. So I don't even know where you would start here.
This is definitely a commercial. Oh my God. Like no individual is buying this.
No, it's going to be a corporation
Yeah,
that takes it, reworks it.
Maybe this would be a new Trump development. No.
That debate's tonight.
And so reality continues its slow crawl towards being a parody of itself.
Yeah, Idiocracy every day becomes more a documentary. But
speaking of documentaries,
which one?
Do you want the new Tiger King?
Oh, we talked about that. I got news for that later.
The new one?
Tiger King or the Vince?
Chimp Crazy.
No.
Chimp Crazy.
I have not heard about that one.
Oh God. Can we take 2 seconds?
Yeah.
Okay. For those of you who have access to HBO programming, Chimp Crazy. It's a 3-episode docuseries. It is made from the same guy, Eric. I can't think of Eric's last name. It's the same
Tiger King guy.
It is the same guy who made Tiger King, and he is now pursuing another exotic animal.
Does this exotic animal owner or enthusiast have legal troubles?
They do.
Aww.
They totally do, and it's this whole thing. It is as bad shit crazy as Tiger King. It's equally as you can't look away, like train wrecky. Yeah, and it has all of the hallmarks of the Tiger King, including getting mauled and a murder.
Jesus.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I can't call it a murder, a killing, an
No.
actual killing.
Oh my.
Yeah. In the course of this, and the way that these people that they follow through the documentary are connected is just like, what? I have now come to the conclusion that, and I say this, all of the exotic animal people
Are nuts.
are fucking nuts.
Oh.
Fucking nuts. Knucking futs, even. Right out of her.
And what was that on again?
For us in Canada, it's on Crave.
Okay.
But it's a Max. It's an
Max
HBO documentary.
Okay.
Yeah. Ow, my balls.
Way to go, Red. But before we move on from this slide, we have linked to the actual Titan listing in the show notes if you want to go check it out and make your offer.
Nice.
So
if you make an offer on the Titan Towers, please
let us know.
Please let us know. I would love to be able to follow up on that.
Yeah, we'll give you a feature interview and everything.
Awesome. Yeah. Did you just say Chimp King? No, Gaz. Chimp Crazy.
Chimp Crazy.
It's a 3-episode docuseries, Chimp Crazy. It's an HBO documentary. It's Eric, whatever his name is, the Tiger King filmmaker. It is batshit crazy. And my wife and I watched it the other night, all 3 episodes, and it was just like,
well, I have to watch it now.
Yeah, you do. You totally do. It's crazy.
Here's another one you're gonna have to watch come December. They dropped the trailer for this, and we've linked to it in the show notes.
Oh, nice.
Creature Commandos.
Oh, the trailer's out now?
The trailer is out, and it doesn't look too bad.
When did that trailer drop?
It dropped just a few days ago.
I missed it.
Yeah, he dropped it initially on his Instagram account, James Gunn.
Oh, of course.
And then, but yeah, it's on YouTube.
Notable for doing stuff like that.
Yep. Oh, what's Gaz saying here?
Yeah, that's what I meant. Chimp Crazy. There's 4 episodes now.
Oh, maybe it's a continuing weekly drop.
Maybe. Did I watch 4?
Mm.
I watched the whole thing. I definitely watched it all. So I misspoke then. 4 episodes. I apologize for that.
Okay. But anyway.
So good.
Yeah. Creature Commandos is going to be out on Max December 5th of this year.
So for us knuckleheads.
Yeah. It'll be on Crave.
Crave maybe.
Crave most likely.
Crave maybe, if that's, if we're not, if they didn't negotiate any other deals with any other Canadian broadcaster.
But yeah, the trailer, it's pretty good. It looks good. It's got nice style to it. I am completely unfamiliar with all these characters, but it still looks interesting.
Is there enough there, like, because I'm with you, I'm not aware of this property. Is there enough there for someone like me who knows nothing about it to come on board?
I think so. That they kick off the trailer with Amanda Waller leading.
Oh, okay, all right.
What's his name? Rick Flag, I believe.
Rick Flag, yeah, okay.
Leading him into the extreme wing of
the Suicide Squad.
Belle Reeve, I think it is.
Oh, Belle Reeve, the psychic, the
but the
institution.
There's the Suicide Squad level.
Yeah.
And then there's a second level where it's just all the crazy, powerful, weird monster type folk.
Sure.
And from, I believe it was the James Gunn Suicide Squad, that weird weasel character.
Oh yeah.
He's in this.
Oh, okay then.
So
that's our gateway then.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
I dig it.
It's coming out in December, and it's going to be Frank Grillo voicing Rick Flag.
Oh, I like Frank Grillo. That'll be okay.
We've also got Steve G as Economos, Maria Bakalova as Princess Lana, Anya Chilatra as Cersei, Zoe Kao as Nina Mazursky, Sean Gunn gets in there as G.I. Robot and Weasel.
Oh, so he's playing. Oh, that's
Double
good.
roles,
yeah, he was Weasel in the movie too.
Yeah, and then
cool.
Alan Tudyk as Dr. Phosphorus.
Nice.
Indira
Varma
as the bride.
Indira Varma, who we last saw in Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Yeah. And then Viola Davis coming back as Amanda Waller. So
that's cool.
Yeah. But
so that actually that lines up. Oh, this might be interesting to watch. I agree, Sean.
Yeah, it's got some good elements going for it. So,
but as Gaz is saying, it definitely, all this DC stuff coming out is supposed to be all connected. Yeah,
the James Gunn DCU, right?
Yeah. And it's funny how he sort of hand selected which things I will keep and which things I won't.
Yeah, because like Blue Beetle is supposed to be the entry point, right?
I liked Blue Beetle.
It was good.
That was fun. I liked it a lot.
All right, let's talk about some toys.
Nice. We don't have a slide for it. Do you want to talk about it now?
Sure.
Ha!
What do you got?
So let me see. Let me see if I can do a screen share here, because this is pretty cool. Just yesterday,
I missed it. Sorry.
Just yesterday, via, let's see here. Where is it here? News. There we go.
News. Oh, that news.
Yeah, I'm going to just slip this over here for a second so I can see what I'm talking about here. The LA Fall Toy Previews Radical Retro Mask top lines the Loyal Subjects Totally Outrageous Hasbro Legacy line in 2025. Yeah, that's awesome. As the Toy Book's 40th anniversary rolls on, another batch of classic brands featured in the pages of its earliest issues are ready for a reboot. Following the successful relaunches of Rainbow Bright and Strawberry Shortcake, the Loyal Subjects inked a deal with Hasbro to give the same treatment to a host of legacy brands, including My Buddy and Me.
Nice.
Also, My Pet Monster,
Jam.
Popples, Jam, truly outrageous, truly outrageous, Rom, Space Knight, and drumroll please, my mask. Oh, and that just has me jazzed. Nice. This is a quote from Jonathan Cathy, the CEO over at the Loyal Subjects. He says, "Mask has all the crazy features, vehicles, small figures with removable helmets, closed box packaging with that killer logo splash, artwork, and product shots, all coming back. They're in the same scale, and we're serving it hot and fresh, like 85 never left."
That's cool.
And that has me jazzed. And we get a couple reveals. Let me do the screen share here now that I've gone through the reading part. Hello now. Hello. There we go. I want to do a screen share. I want to do
the LA toy one.
That's the one. Let's put this one up. Here we go. These are actual shots. This looks like to be our gem, early look at gem from the Loyal Subjects. Now, I said to my wife, this version of Gem looks more like the cartoon than the original doll line did.
Yep.
And then we also get a look at
my
buddy, who looks just like the vintage toy.
So when you said Loyal Subjects, I instantly go to like the little.
I do too. The little
2.5
little cutesy vinyl guys.
But I've seen the Strawberry Shortcake and Rainbow Bright in stores already, and there's like 3 tiers. There is the little size, and then there's like another size up, and then a full size.
So like with reissue, with right? Strawberry Shortcake, going back to the original, you remember they did the little slug figures like the Smurfs.
Yep.
Then they did the next size up. Those were the smelly ones.
Yeah, the dolls.
And then they had their line of plush.
Yep.
So if they're doing that, that's cool. But Mask,
that's cool.
Do you know how exciting that is for me?
Well, you've collected the majority of the original.
I have. So I went after everything that was in season 1 of the television series. And as any Mask fan worth their salt will tell you, one of the toys that appeared in season 1, one of the vehicles from season 1 was never made in toy form. And this excites me because...
Well, didn't they try to make it over at Ramen Toy?
Ramen Toy is still trying to. Now they were held up because apparently they were trying to get a license from Hasbro, but with this news just came out yesterday, which means that they are not getting a Mask license. So they are fully prepared to put that toy out under another name, just like they did with their version of the Gullwing Camaro.
Yeah.
So that's going to come out under their Machina brand. I think they're calling it
Fake Mask.
No, they're not calling it Shark. They're calling it, the Great White is what they're calling it. If the Loyal Subjects are going to do this, and presumably it'll be more than just a bunch of reissues, Two things I would like to see. I would like to see an official mask shark that is a Porsche. I'd also like to see modern interpretations of the classic vehicles.
Mhm.
Like I always thought, that a new Thunderhawk, much like they did in the comic books, in the IDW books, give me Thunderhawk as a modern Camaro.
Mm.
Give me Jackhammer as a modern Ford Bronco, and so on and so forth.
Would you need
I
to
would
do
love
a redo on Rhino though?
as a truck.
Like, because the design of a big rig hasn't really changed that much.
I mean,
You've got your alternate looks, right? Your Peterbilts and your Kenworths. And
they'll do the Optimus Prime thing with it and make it a Volvo or something. Right? But you could do that, and I'm surprised. Hasbro owning both of these properties. I'm surprised that,
yeah,
because that's an easy one. You take the movie mold Optimus Prime, like the Last Night version.
yeah,
You gently remold the smokestacks and you repaint it, and it's Rhino.
yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, why aren't you
Halfway
doing
there.
the same thing? Like they could redo some of the. You could do a movie Ironhide as Firecracker.
Oh, the crossovers are endless.
That's what I mean. Like, and it's properties that they wholly own outright. So it's not like they've got to pay a royalty on it or
Yeah.
get any licensing. You own it, damn it.
So maybe this is just like their test market for it. Do people remember Mask? Is it going to sell well?
The flip side to this, right? How long has this deal been in the works for them to go, here you go, we're ready to make a media,
A statement.
a wide spread media announcement, when you've got Ramen over in their corner, who've also announced through their channels, we are seeking a license from Hasbro.
We're seeking versus we got.
Well, this is what I mean. Like, if they were in the process, how long has this agreement with the loyal subjects been on? Obviously, if the as you said, the Rainbow Bright and the Strawberry Shortcake stuff is out on toy shelves now,
then chances are it's been in the works far beyond now.
And what do they say? What do they say about the development cycle for toys? 1 to 2 years,
at least.
So, wow, this has been in the works for a while. I'm surprised it's taken this long.
Yeah.
So I'm happy to see these brands come back. I even get a little bit of a nostalgia thing at a Gem, because I mean, hey, tell me you didn't watch Gem and the Holograms.
Oh, I totally watched.
Of course you did. Of course you did, because it was on in the right time slot.
Yeah.
And it had that cool Marvel Sunbow look.
Yeah.
Anyway, loyal subjects, Mask.
Lots of new stuff coming.
Cannot wait for that. Thank you for indulging me.
No problem.
Back to you, man.
All right. Let's see here. We'll add that back in. All right. So first up here tonight, well, second up, I guess now, from Hasbro.
Oh, sorry. Should have just addressed that comment. Gaz says the 928 Shark. Yes, the Porsche 928, the poor man's Porsche, I guess they call it. But yes, the folks at Ramen Toy have been working and developing one for a long, I don't know how long, at least a year, if not over a year. And I think they're still taking solicitations on it. You can still get in on it if you want one, but it has a very premium price point. But unlike those Mask, Shark, and Customs that come up on eBay every once in a while, that's all like
intricate little
magnets.
No,
they're like the guy. It's one guy who puts out a couple customs. He'll do a Shark. He'll do like 1 or 2 a year, sometimes more, and then puts them out on eBay, which they go for hundreds and hundreds of dollars, because at one point that was sort of the only game,
the only way to get it.
Yeah. And now with Ramen doing their Machina Great White, this one is not disassemble and reassemble with magnets. This is a fully engineered, transforming, push of a button,
fully operational.
Yeah, and it looks cool. And I was considering going in on it only because it's the only
option
available. It's the only vehicle from season 1 that didn't get an official release. Now with the loyal subjects coming on board, I am prepared to play the waiting game and see what they do.
Nice.
So yeah, I'll take an official one over a not official.
There you go.
There we
What's
go.
Joe Fan saying here?
The lady who voices Gem was at Joe Fest last year. Unfortunately, I didn't get a chance to meet her, but I did walk by her table and wave at her. So Gem is an interesting one. There are two.
Yeah, there's the Gem voices. Persona and the Jerica.
But that's the same.
Is that the same one?
But there is Gem's talking voice and Gem's singing voice, and they are two different people. Funny, the guy, a guy that we used to have a business arrangement with in our store, is friends with.
The singer?
I can't even remember her name now, but used to work shows with her. It'll come to me
Eventually.
Yeah. The poor man's Porsche was the 924. Oh yes, the 928 was legendary. Wasn't the 928 a V8?
I don't know.
I think it was a V8.
Red
Yeah,
Sand.
924. I miss great cartoon intro sequences. Me too.
Yeah.
Me
SpongeBob's
too.
not bad though.
I mean, we could just line up all the
We did that.
the
Our favorite toy
we
intros.
We did our favorite cartoon theme songs. How many of mine, or how many of ours, were either written by Haim Saban and Shuki Levy?
Yep. Moving on to Hasbro here.
Starting with Hasbro.
Yeah. Marvel Legends, get ready because they're releasing a 2-pack for the Inhumans. You're going to get yourself Crystal and Lockjaw. So
I dig it.
Yeah.
I dig it.
She comes with alternate heads and hands, and Lockjaw comes with alternate sitting legs and extra face.
Now, didn't we have a Lockjaw not that long ago?
I don't know for sure. I think so, but I think he might have been like a San Diego exclusive or something.
Did Toy Biz do this?
I don't know for sure. But
I thought it might have
for
been
folks that have been chasing the Inhumans now for years.
Yeah.
Finally. But available for pre-order now on Hasbro Pulse.
There was a Black Bolt not that long ago.
Yeah. You got Black Bolt and Medusa in
right.
Oh, what wave were they? I can't remember. But recently. Well, within a few years.
Like within 10.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But that's not the only one. I know this was an old Build-A-Figure, which is really hard to come by.
Ah, that's right. Sorry, Joe Fan just reminded me. Yeah, Samantha Newark.
Okay.
That's right. That's correct.
But next up here, Dragon Man. And this one is a beast.
I was looking at this the other day, and now that we're looking at it together, does this look like 100% new mold to you?
You know what? I'm not sure.
I wondered if
new versus old.
But I'm like, is there some abomination in there? Like
maybe.
But then I saw some close-ups of it, and I'm like, the detailing on the scaling looks
really nice.
Yeah, it does look. It looks really good.
And he's got like open wings and folded wings too, right? So.
Oh, really?
At full width, he's 17.5 inches across,
and he's 10 inches tall.
Yeah.
So
he stands obviously 4 inches over your 6-figure guys.
He's coming in at a higher price point for sure.
Oh yeah.
But if Marvel can do this, if Hasbro can do this with Marvel Legends, why couldn't NECA pack in both sets of wings on their gargoyles?
Yep.
Huh?
Looking at you, NECA.
Yeah.
But you can only pre-order exclusively on Hasbro Pulse for a limited time beginning September 9th, yesterday, through October 17th for him. So if you missed out on getting the original Build-A-Figure and you really need him, now's the time to get him.
Is this on your list?
No.
It's not. Okay.
No.
He's pretty obscure.
He is. Like, I guess he's a Fantastic Four babysitter, basically.
Yeah.
He babysat the kids and whatnot, but
like Franklin Richards.
Yeah.
Oh wow. I'm looking forward on the new Bath. Yeah.
Yeah. What's Jazz saying?
Ha! Dragon Man. Godzilla would squash that dweeb.
Probably. Godzilla's got a bit of a height advantage.
I mean, nuclear breath versus what? He can breathe fire.
He can read books.
He can read books.
He comes with a little book and some reading glasses.
That's true.
Yeah. But what's toy news without another Batman?
Oh dear.
Wave 11 of the 6-inch scale Batman Classic TV series got revealed.
Oh, I did see
pre-order.
this. I did see this. I have some questions.
Bad.
I have some questions about this. So, when did Wonder Woman appear in the 66 series?
I believe it is also based on the comic book extension, because they did that Batman 66 comic.
Yeah.
And it got a whole lot more inclusive.
Because that is not Linda Carter, but let's be clear, that costume is very
Linda Carter.
Very Linda Carter.
Yeah, it looks almost closer to the Superpowers Wonder Woman.
Well, it's somewhere in between, right? And of course, the Superpowers are all based on oh my God, Hispanic artist,
George Perez.
Yeah. So I like it for what it is. even though I question what is it trying to be.
Yeah. Yeah, because we've got a red suited Joker, Wonder Woman, a red suited Batman,
Yeah.
Batwoman, and the Clock King.
So for
Oh.
me, this is I like the nostalgia of this line. I almost considered going in on it, but then it's like, no, I have to have limits.
Yeah,
I have to
otherwise you
have
just
limits.
keep going and going and going.
However, I do get to kind of live vicariously a little bit through my wife, who is slowly amassing a pretty decent Wonder Woman collection.
Nice.
So I may have to pick her up
Specifically.
For Kim. Talking about superpowers for a second, I can see a little bit of Super Friends Wonder Woman in there
A
too.
little bit, yeah.
The face, there's something there.
Yeah. So there's your Batman for the week.
I'm okay with these.
Okay.
They're in a slightly different scale too, right?
Yeah,
they're a little
they're
smaller.
6-inch, right?
Yeah.
So a little bit smaller than this next one, which is in the 7-inch scale from McFarlane. The Joker. And this is like a classic comic design version.
That's a good looking Joker.
Yeah. But it's the 7-inch scale figure and it includes a McFarlane Toys digital collectible. Whatever the hell that is.
Still don't know. I don't know anybody who no one's told me what they are.
No.
So
is it like a JPEG you get?
I don't know.
Have a JPEG.
Do I get can I get a Joker? Does it come with an NFT or something?
I don't know. But you got to visit mtd.gg for more info on
where?
mtd.gg
Okay.
for more info on that.
What is that? Is that McFarlane?
McFarlane Toys Digital.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
But he's not our only digital collectible one this week. We also get Robin of Earth 2 from Crisis on Infinite Earths.
The original Crisis.
Yep.
Yeah, because that suit is like, whew.
Yeah. It's something. But he's
it's
coming with a cloth
classic.
cape, right? So
That's a great comment. We need to back that up. I was gonna say that. The head on him, he totally looks like the Joker on the Corgi car.
yeah.
Do you remember that? The Joker mobile?
Yep.
The white, I don't know if you call it a station wagon,
Something like that.
delivery wagon.
Yeah.
With a real like sleek front end.
Yep.
You nailed it. Nailed it. In fact,
nailed it.
Absolutely.
Then switching over here, these are not from McFarlane. You got to go to bossfightshop.com for these ones.
Boss Fight Studios. Okay.
But wave 1 of Fraggle Rock is now in stock. So you can get Red, Gobo, Uncle Traveling Matt, and a Doozer 2-pack.
I hope they do more Doozers and it's 2 different ones.
Yeah.
And then do 2 different ones.
Yeah. And just keep going.
Where's their hard hats? There's no hard hats there.
Well, there is another Doozer out there with a hard hat.
Are these? So it's Back to the Rock.
Yeah, it's based on the new
why.
series.
Okay.
Yeah.
I saw a comment on these the other day that someone said, please do the original Moki, who might as well be named Mopey. Because she was all like,
she wasn't so mopey. She's
just emo.
Yeah, she was not high energy.
Emoki.
There you go.
Do Emoki. It's interesting that do you know what the size of these are?
I am not 100%, but I do believe they're like 3 or 4 inches tall.
They're marketed as 8+. So these aren't necessarily collector, I guess, or is that just we got to put something on the box?
I think it's just put something on the box because, like, if you're not watching the show, you don't have any idea who these are. But nostalgia is huge for these.
It's been a long time since we saw anything, and let's be real. Fraggles are just an extension of their Muppets.
Yep.
Muppets Palisades had that long running Muppets line. I wonder if they're to scale with those.
Maybe. But
I dig this.
I don't know actually if they would be, because there's only one that I remember interaction of the Muppets actually meeting the Fraggles.
The Christmas special.
Yeah. Where Kermit and
I'm just saying, like
down
as far as Henson's legacy are concerned, the term Muppet is his marionette puppet.
Yep.
Muppet. Is that
not a mop?
Yeah.
It's not a puppet.
Yeah.
So to answer your question, I don't know what it is.
Yeah. Nice.
But Yeah.
In the same
they're
way
out
that the
there.
characters on Sesame Street are also Muppets.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Yeah, same thing.
Moving on here, celebrating the 50th anniversary of Dungeons and Dragons, NECA has teamed up with WizKids for these ones. I know you've already got
These
one.
are I know what you're talking about, and I'm interested to talk about these because I've already seen these.
Yeah.
These are already been on the shelf.
Yes. But for some reason, NECA decided to post them this week.
It could just be a restock.
It could be. But first up, we have Strongheart, the Good Paladin.
Yeah, on this
On
on the classic card.
the blister card there.
The artwork on the card is reminiscent of the original toy line, which was done by LJN.
Yeah.
And Strongheart was one of the characters that appeared in the animated series. It's the only reason why I bought him. But I bought the full NECA, the Ultimates version, which comes with more accessories and a different deco. But this definitely looks like the classic LJN figure.
Yeah, because it is the original art or art on it is supposed to pay tribute to the 50th anniversary, right? For the
Totally
original.
does. It totally does.
Yeah. What's Gaz saying here?
I want to see a Doozer uprising where they destroy those damn Fraggles.
Stop eating our Doozer constructs.
They're so tasty.
I wonder, is it just like little sugar cubes?
Sugar cubes.
Yeah.
Woo!
Next up, we have Elkhart, the Good Dwarf Fighter.
Totally looks like him too. I had an Elkhart in the shop years ago. He was the little slug, slug one. Yeah.
Then we get Warduke, the Evil Fighter.
The other character
That you
that
picked
also
up.
appeared in the animated series. I did get the other version of this as well.
Yeah, the ultimate one.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then lastly in this, we've got Zarok, the evil half-orc assassin.
Yeah, and then there's some other ones out there. I'm hoping if this is the case that they do Kellic the Wizard, who is another character from the vintage toy line, who also appeared in the animated series, with Super 7 doing ultimates of the cartoon characters and NECA doing stuff that's more based on the old toys.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm living in it's the heyday for me. not that I'm buying the Super 7 stuff, but Super 7 is making stuff that Hasbro didn't do on their run with the cartoon, which they own. So
yeah, like the invisible cloak girl,
Sheila. Yeah, no, but they did that Tiamat.
Yeah,
she's huge,
giant dragon.
She's huge. So I'd love to own it, but I don't have shelf space for it.
But moving on here, if you have not seen Beetlejuice yet,
is this a look away moment?
Maybe, I don't know. It's a repeated joke throughout the film.
Okay.
But anyway, NECA has released their baby Beetlejuice head knocker. And it's kind of disturbing looking, but he's in a seated pose and he does his little bobblehead thing. And yeah, available for pre-order from NECA now.
I never cared for the head knockers line.
Yeah.
I'm surprised that it's still going. It's been a long time since there's been one. So that's an interesting one for me.
Yeah.
Then the Doozers can team up with the Munchie-Cheese to take down those accursed Ewoks.
Murder bears would destroy the Munchie-Cheese.
Oh my God.
You know this, Gaz.
I had a great joke lined up too, and I can't wait to use it. You'll have to come back for our next installment of Tales from the Moon of Fandor. I got a great bad Star Wars joke for this one.
Nice. These next ones, also from NECA, are again out of the movie. We get a set of figures from the waiting room, so you get to recreate the Afterlife's waiting room.
Okay.
This one in particular comes with Delia Dietz, an escape artist.
Well, that's
Santa.
a bit of a spoiler.
Not necessarily. Because there's a lot of crossing over back and forth in this particular film.
I'm just saying she didn't go to the afterlife in the original movie. So if you haven't seen the movie, that's telling me, oh, great, she's going to the afterlife.
Well, yeah, they all got to go to the afterlife. Because remember in the trailer, Beetlejuice blows a hole in the house to get through.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to tell you anymore.
Okay, that's enough. I need to go see it now.
Yes, you do. But if you're going to recreate that scene, you also need this next 3-pack. Are we getting one?
We are not.
Okay.
I'm just
checking.
Oh, Gaz sent me a
photo
of the Joker mobile.
There you go.
Brings a tear to my eye. I love it.
the second waiting room pack includes the cat lady, a spaceman, and a hot dog champion. So again, just random folks that are standing around the
That's
waiting room.
hilarious. The competitive eater.
Yeah. And then the third set from the immigration hall, which is a new area that you get to explore in the movie.
Okay.
You get Richard, the guy with the fish, an immigration officer, and some poor dude who got eaten by an anaconda.
Whose face looks like Uncle Fester.
A little bit.
I totally see Fester in that.
Yeah, but apparently all these are available for pre-order now. And to round it out, they went big. They did a 1-to-1 prop replica available now at NECAstore.com for baby Beetlejuice. And he is disturbing looking.
Oh, dear.
But yeah, he's creepy looking, to say the least.
Ew.
Joe
I didn't like Beetlejuice. It was too strange for me. Oh, that's too bad. Have you tried going back to watch it as an adult? We're ready to believe you. Beetlejuice versus the Ghostbusters. That's a crossover I want to see.
Yes. But this particular one, they're expecting delivery on it in September of 2024.
So anytime now.
Yeah, just
anytime.
right in time for the movie. But that does bring us to the end of our toys and brings us to our next segment.
Oh, nice. Okay.
So it's time for that.
Lyrics. It's misheard lyrics. Lyrics. It's misheard lyrics. Tonight.
Nice.
I don't know if I should try harder on these things. Like I tried just hard enough and I feel like it works.
It works.
Okay, good enough.
Well, last saw it 15 years
ago.
Yeah, it's worth a revisit.
It might be. It might be.
Yeah. But yeah, since this is our 75th episode, I figured we might do a little bit something special this
Oh,
month.
right. You did want
So whoever happens to be first to guess it tonight, you can have your choice of one of these Fandom Power stickers. Freshly printed vinyl.
Yeah, they're quite nice actually.
I'm quite happy with how they turned
the
out.
quality on these. Now they are a vinyl sticker, and as you can see by my hand, they're quite large. Of course, all of these, both of these designs of the show are available on our merch shop, as are a ton of others, and you can have these images printed on any number of items.
T-shirts, phone cases, hats, tote bags, pillows, blankets, coffee mugs,
cell phone cases, all that stuff. Anyway,
thank you guys.
Oh, thank you very much. Yeah, I really appreciate that.
Okay, so tonight's misheard lyric is "You can grow your own wigs." You can grow your own wigs.
You can grow your own wigs. Joe Fan 84. Good. I just got home. I'm about to leave though. My son has a practice. Oh, that's good, man. It's all good. Family time. You got to go and do it, man.
Alrighty, so we will give you guys
let's give
little bit of Jeopardy music.
We'll put the 30-second sounder on, and we'll check back in with your answers after that.
So
first answers are coming in here, and right away, Red, Go Your Own Way, Fleetwood Mac.
And yeah, you are correct.
It is Fleetwood Mac, Go Your Own Way. And in case you've forgotten what this uber famous song sounds like,
you can go your own way.
Grow your own wig.
Grow your own wig.
Joe Fan also got it.
You can go your own way. Yeah, that's absolutely what it is. Ah, yes, Red got it. Mr. Curie.
Not quite.
Nice.
But yeah,
that's hilarious.
So congratulations, Red. Just slip us your info and we'll get your sticker sent out to you.
Not not a number one song.
No.
Not a number one song.
But yeah.
Yeah, the lead single from Fleetwood Mac's 11th studio album. So that's 2 weeks in a row now where like the song has been like an old song, but
Mhm.
already the band had been around for what seems like
A good
an
long
eternity.
while. Yep.
From their 11th studio album, Rumors, in 1977, the song peaked at number 10 on the Billboard Hot 100. It has been played at every Fleetwood Mac concert tour since 1977. Rumors was the song was sung by Lindsey Buckingham. Rumors was his second record with the band, and Rumors would take home Album of the Year at the 1978 Grammy Awards.
Mhm.
Yeah, man. Red Swenson, congratulations to you, sir. There'll be one of these 2 stickers
Mhm.
of your choice. Let us know in the comments which one you like. The fandom, the Jurassic fandom, or the
Masters of Fandom.
the Eternian fandom,
There you go.
and we'll connect and get that sent out to you.
This guy's saying here.
No, wait, that's Laser on the Road to Something or Other. Laser on the Road. I love it.
Yep.
I'm here. I'm my brain. I'm singing Kiri in my head, and I Laser on the Road. I totally hear it.
Alrighty. So moving on here. Disney has halted Neil Gaiman's adaptation after assault allegations.
Wait. You're missing a word.
Allegations?
No,
Which?
pre-assault.
Oh, pre-assault.
Yeah.
Pre-assault.
Yeah.
Did he assault a Prius?
No,
What did he do?
not priest. You're missing a word that comes before assault.
Ah.
Starts with an S. Rhymes with lectual.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Allegations. Proven court. But yeah.
The court of public opinion is a thing, right?
It is. And yeah, serious allegations of misconduct made against him. And IndieWire is now reporting that Disney has shelved the Graveyard book that it was going to adapt.
Yeah.
But that's not the only thing. I think over on...
Does that affect the Sandman?
Yeah.
Oh, that's unfortunate because that series is so good.
Mm-hmm. But even though he did not have direct involvement with the project, he shared in 2022 that following the movie's announcement, he knew nothing more about the project other than what he had published or what had been published by the press.
Okay.
So he's quoted as saying, "You know everything I know and no control or say. Fingers crossed that they make it and it's good."
Okay.
But
All right.
yeah, that's not going to happen now. So
Allegations by multiple women made
Yeah.
against Gaiman that were made public this summer in a podcast released by Tortoise Media,
mhm.
including one woman's claim that Gaiman had sexually assaulted her in February of 2022 after she'd been hired as a nanny by the author.
So she got hired to take care of the kids and he wanted more. Maybe. Allegedly.
Others say they were involved in a consensual relationship with Gaiman before he forced them into having degrading sex with him.
Yeah, I think that's the same thing that happened with Hugh Hefner, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, I mean, if you were a bunny living in the mansion, like there were requirements,
Contractual obligations.
requirements.
Yeah.
Well, that's funny then because everybody's got their kink, right? And I think of stuff like this, and I think of the big high profile one here in Canada with Gian Gomeshi, right? Where like some of the stuff, whereas it seems here, some of it was consensual. So,
But then turned into not.
right. And if you think you can get away with it, would you try?
Yeah.
It's an easy answer for me. It's not my thing. So this is like, no, of course not. No is no. But this will be an interesting one to see how it plays out. Yeah.
But the other series at Netflix, Dead Boy Detectives, has been canceled after just one season.
Well, I've never heard of it. So how good was it?
I don't know.
Oh, there you go.
But it wasn't canceled until after the allegations surfaced.
Okay.
And it's not clear if that influenced their decision to kill it, but
Again, it's another case of separating the art from the artist, and
Yeah.
and how do you do it?
But apparently, a second season of Sandman is still in the works. I'm incorrect there. So
Oh, good. Okay,
So-
that's good. That's good.
whether or not it goes forward slow or they just kind of distance themselves from him, but
I mean, the property is good.
yeah,
It's good, and the series is great. I've never read any of the books,
Mm.
but I don't feel lost at all watching that series.
Hmm.
So, you know what? Don't bring him back. Don't.
just move on without him.
If he doesn't have any sway over the show, like
Yeah,
it's not the showrunner. If he's if he's just the consulting or whatever, like, okay, we don't need you anymore.
Yep.
We'll take it from here. Thank you. We'll hire somebody to adapt it for us.
there you go.
Don't fucking.
It's like, I don't know. Why would you go out of your way to screw up your meal ticket?
I think it's that whole.
Is it the I am a powerful whatever and I can get away with it?
It very much could be. I think there's this whole like, you don't know what people are into.
No.
We don't know what people are into, and obviously, as it said, these other women that said, oh, it was consensual, but at some point it was not.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So, I can do this funky stuff, whatever that is, with one person. Oh, I can do it with two people. Oh, maybe I can try it with the nanny. And the nanny didn't go for it.
No.
Right? But like, if that's the norm of your household,
Living in a weird household.
absolutely. But again, like, who knows what's going through this guy's mind, right?
Yeah. Moving on though. South Park will not be back until 2025.
Well, that's only a couple of months, so
True, but they're skipping the election cycle. Partly because of Trump, but not entirely. Because for the last few years, they have harped on Trump excessively, using
so what?
Mr. Garrison as a stand-in.
They're giving him a break?
Basically, they don't want to be. They say they're part of the reason they say is because they're waiting for Paramount to figure out all their shit. But they
That's fair.
also admit that it's no accident that it also means they'll happen to skip the 2024 election
That's fair, I suppose.
and another cycle revolving around President Trump.
Sure.
And Trey Stone says, honestly, it's on purpose. So he also says, or Trey Parker says, I don't know what more we could possibly say about Trump because like multiple seasons have focused on that, right?
I mean, all you got to do is just go to the internet any day of the week and type in what stupid thing did he say today? Because there's almost something every day.
Yep. And there's going to be a whole lot more of those clips tomorrow morning.
So I think, part of me, and I'm not a South Park fan, but I don't think they want to burn any bridges. And I wonder if this is a strategically smart move
Well,
to not alienate any fans in that time when things are going on. When it's over, right? Because who knows what they're writing right now,
true.
right? They could be saving this up for later.
It could be, but like they said, they've been satirizing Trump since 2016 and like all through his first 4 years and past that, right? But
That's true.
Parker admitted to the LA Times that the show had fallen into the trap of mocking Trump every week. And they were like, they had their finger or still have their finger on the pulse of, society in itself. But Joe Fan says, I'd rather have Trump than a hyena. Okay.
All right.
And Red says, Trump is a parody in its own genre.
Trump parody is its own genre. Yeah, it is.
But, it's not like they're canceling it. So South Park will be back.
Yeah, no,
Just
of course the
next
show's
year.
going to be back.
Yeah.
I just think that this is probably a smart move on their part, just to lay low.
Yeah. And
Lay low. Don't have any, don't be in anybody's sights for that period. Let the election roll over.
yeah,
Once it's all done, then we can go back and make fun of all the things that we, are still resonating.
what's Joe Fan saying here?
Yeah, South Park was always hit and miss. Sometimes it was funny, sometimes it was too much. Agreed.
But I will give this to them. They are some of the smartest comedy out there right now.
I'm so far removed from it that I'll take your
Like,
word for it.
It's scary because they do it like weekly, right? So it's constantly relevant.
Yeah, so
and-
anything that comes out is within what, a few days of.
Yeah.
Is it that topical?
From what I was watching on it, it was.
Okay. All right.
But what's Red say here?
Google Sauron Trump for a great clip.
Okay. Don't believe I've done that, but
Uh,
yeah.
I'm just sorry when you use those two names together. I'm like, ooh, that just sounds kind of good.
Christopher Lee is Donald Trump. Oh wait, no, that's Sauron. Never mind.
Yeah, Sauron is the
Is the big one. Well,
the big bad.
Morgoth second in command, whatever.
Yeah.
Anyway, PlayStation. It's been 30 years.
Oh, is that right? Eh?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
We're celebrating
30th
30 years of PlayStation.
Does Nintendo ever look at this and go,
We
made a
longer.
we made a mistake?
I don't know, because Nintendo's still going, right? Like they've got the Switch and
I say that with the knowledge that the PlayStation, the original PlayStation, was originally developed
yes,
for
to be,
Nintendo.
yeah.
And Nintendo said no to a disc-based platform, and Sony said okay. And
True.
now they are now competitors.
Yeah.
You know, in video games, in the video game console space. Ugh, I'm old. Here, sir. Here.
Red. I saw this today too. Yeah, PS5 Pro for $700 US.
Yeah, $699. And
Ugh.
I don't know. Like, I don't have a PS5, so I know that is sort of the cycle for the PlayStation.
Yeah,
For the
'cause
last,
they did that for the PS3, right?
yeah, a PlayStation and then a Pro version, and then we'll go to the Slim.
Yeah, yeah,
Towards the end of the life cycle, we'll make it smaller,
and then a little bit cheaper, and
then finally it's
give you the
it's
new one.
done.
Yeah, but they've got a lot of stuff planned for this.
This, you think about this generation. Oh, sorry. We'll get to the the console thing in a minute, but sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
Oh,
The
good.
30th anniversary of PlayStation. Are we talking any more about or did you do the thing for the PS5, the Pro?
No.
Okay, so
that
we'll
was
just
thing
talk
for
about it
Red,
now. This current generation of video game consoles, you got to figure we're already about halfway through their life cycle.
Yeah.
You know, and I just got my my Series X at the end of 23, so I could play Starfield. Or sorry, so I could play Jedi Survivor.
Mm-hmm. And Forza.
Play a lot of Forza. I can't help it.
And Outlaws.
Been playing a lot of Outlaws too. Yeah, I actually just started the final story quest. I started it yesterday. It's coming to an end.
Oh, but do we really need a Pro tier for a PS5?
I don't know.
Like-
I don't know. Like,
Is that going to get you into like your esports? And
I would have to look at the specs to know like what is the PS5 Pro doing that the
others
5
don't.
isn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Circling back to the 30th anniversary stuff, this holiday you can look forward to a free trial version of my first GT, Gran Turismo.
My first Gran Turismo. Are they re-releasing it?
It will include what's it going to include here? Favorite cars, tracks, and race events to evoke nostalgia.
So is it going to look like an older version?
I think it's going to look like the newer version, just with the elements of the past.
It's funny because I was a PlayStation guy through PlayStation and PlayStation 2. So I mean, I played the original Gran Turismo. I played Gran Turismo right up until I jumped ship over to Xbox. And arguably on the current generation, Gran Turismo might actually be the better game.
Pulling ahead slightly.
Yeah. Certainly it has less complaints from the players anyway.
Hmm.
I got a Series X in 19 to play Halo. Oh, nice. Nice.
Red's waiting on Switch 2.
Waiting for my Switch 2.
No.
Oh, I mean a one, not a Series X. Okay. Yeah. I hear you on that.
But that's not all that they're doing.
What's that?
Sony, they're also releasing a whole bunch of digital game soundtracks.
Oh, Sony's done this before. Oh, so yeah, God of War, of course.
Yeah, God of War 2, God of War Ghost of Sparta, Twisted Metal, Starhawk, and Unit 13.
I mean, the God of War stuff is out there. In fact, I think I've got
one or two of them.
I might have the God of War soundtrack on a.
Did it not come with one of the game releases?
It did, yeah, on a hard drive somewhere. Yeah.
But each month from October through January, they're going to release them on Spotify and
Oh,
also
nice.
Amazon Music and Apple Music,
That makes sense.
as well as some participating music retailers. So,
You know, the worst paying revenue for musicians anywhere.
mhm. We do have a link to the Spotify playlist that will be updated. But I do believe I forgot to add it into our show notes, so I will do that
Okay,
after
we'll do it as soon as we wrap up tonight.
Yeah.
That's easy enough.
But then there's also this other one called Shapes of Play.
Okay.
And what it is a collection of products called Shapes of Play to create fun moments with our iconic shapes, they say. So like your square, circle,
they're
X,
they're
and
the button
the buttons,
patterns.
right?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So you can get there's a battle mode,
Yeah.
which is a board game where you can challenge a friend to line up all 4 shapes of the same color on the board to win. So kind of like Connect 4, I guess.
Okay. Yeah. That makes sense.
Create is a set of magnetic blocks that you can position in any direction to create fun shapes.
Hence the
Like the little dog and
giraffe horse
thing.
Yeah.
Then the other one is Recharge, which lets you experience a new way to recharge between games, especially after that tough boss fight. So I guess it's just like a mindless, fun one.
Oh, I see. Like a fidget
To give
toy?
you like some cool down time, I guess.
Is it like going to be like a fidget toy?
Basically, but a digital one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fair enough. Yeah.
But there's also going to be online multiplayer weekends, esports tournaments, and
Oh, nice.
a whole bunch of other stuff.
Nice.
So, yeah. Go over and check out Sony.com and PlayStation. And
Sean says, I'm a Twisted Metal fan.
nice.
Oh,
Zazel's here.
Good morning, sir. How are you? I hope things are well down under.
Mm-hmm.
Joe Fan 84 says, between a kid being an assistant manager of a parts store and 2 cats, I don't have time to play games.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Feel that one.
Man.
This next one's kind of weird. Dave Grohl.
Oh, this is hours old, by the way.
Has announced that he fathered a child outside of his marriage.
How the mighty have fallen.
Yeah. What are you doing?
Talk about between this and like we could have just made a show around James Earl Jones and this.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like this blows me away. Like for a guy who has probably one of the biggest reputations as being like the nicest guy in rock and roll.
Maybe he was too nice.
Well,
he just couldn't say no.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's quoted as saying, "I love my wife and my children, and I'm doing everything I can to regain their trust and earn their forgiveness," which is what he posted on social media. So he's also stated on Instagram, "I've recently become the father of a new baby daughter. Born outside my marriage. I plan to be a loving and supportive parent to her."
This isn't a 20-year-old kid shows up and says, "You're my dad." This is like,
oh, you just had a kid?
Yeah,
what?
so this just happened.
Yeah.
Ugh.
So, did we miss one?
No, I'm getting notifications for other things that are lighting up the phone. I'm like, are we getting a phone call? So no, we're not getting a phone call.
But yeah, he's already got 3 daughters with his wife, Jordan Blum, who he's been married to since 2003, but apparently he's got another one now. So,
you know,
I
can't give him a pass. I cannot give him a pass as a committed married man in a monogamous relationship. I can't give him a pass. And I say that as somebody who at one time in their life would have and probably did lead a very similar lifestyle. No.
Zazel says that's rock and roll.
That's rock and roll. That's not news. Yeah, I guess
that's how you end up with Baby Creed.
But that's how you normalize this stuff and make it okay, which it is very much not.
No, not anymore.
It's just not okay.
This is not the groupies of the 70s thing.
No, I think the bigger question is, what's his wife's perspective on this?
Out the door.
Only time will tell, right? But I mean, is she going to stay quiet, or is,
well, I'm sure it's still developing, right? So
yeah. Both of my ex-wives cheated on me.
Poor Joe.
Yeah. It's it's an awful thing to be in, I think. Yeah.
Aw,
Huey Lewis wouldn't have done that.
probably not. He's got the power of love.
That's right.
Zazel says, I'm
man.
just hacking.
Hacking on you. Hacking. It's okay. Hack away. Hack.
Half from Red. Okay.
Sure.
But we're getting close to the end here.
Are we? We're winding it down for
We
the
are,
night.
we
Okay.
are.
All right.
This next one kind of caught me off guard. Netflix apparently did not contact good old JR for the upcoming McMahon docuseries.
Does that seem like a bit of an oversight to you?
I would say this is a huge oversight based on his statement. Because the series is slated to come out September 25th on Netflix, right?
Yep.
But on his Grilling JR podcast, he disclosed that he wasn't interviewed for the series. And he's quoted as saying, I would have been happy to do an interview if I had been approached, but that didn't occur. And I'm not sure why, because I know every secret, every corner, the whole 9 yards. My feelings aren't hurt because I wasn't involved in it. Might be better that I wasn't, just because it would have been easier to watch. A lot of us hate seeing ourselves on TV.
So now he's saying, Jim Ross is saying, I can watch this guilt-free.
Basically. But this brings up a huge thing. If he just admitted he knows every one of Vince's secrets, here's your star witness for the Janelle Grant trial.
I'm
right?
sure his phone is ringing now.
I would assume so.
Yeah.
Zazel says,
What's
I think
it?
Vince has probably had something to do with
Might
it.
have had something to do with it.
Maybe, but the dude doing the documentary, Bill Simmons, Vince has been given like little looks, but he has no say over the final product.
Right.
So, Joe fans got to run. No worries.
Have a good night, sir. Hope you have a good one.
Yep. And Red says, my God, it's a goddamn steel chair.
Oh man. Yeah, I can hear it.
That, I don't know, man. This is like a steel chair shot to legal hell for him. Like, if he's out there quoting, like, there's my star witness to win every trial against Vince.
I mean,
Because if you put him on the stand and he has to tell the truth, admittedly having known all of his secrets,
sure.
and I'm sure Vince has some dark ones.
Sworn testimony. I guess so.
But
I guess so.
it's just a weird statement to make amidst all that stuff going around. Right?
Yeah. I'm just surprised, like you are, that nobody called this guy.
Yeah, because he's not a small part of WWE. He is like huge amongst the legacy and like the Attitude Era, the commentary.
He was in several episodes of that.
Dark Side of the Ring.
Yeah. So it's not like he's not willing to talk wrestling.
Yeah, he's with AEW right now, but that hasn't stopped anyone else.
The statement about being surprised suggests that there was nothing professionally, contractually preventing him from talking about it.
Yeah.
So
Zazel says, he's broken in half. My God, King.
Well, you've seen that, have you?
Oh, dude, that's like one of the most classic moments where Mick Foley gets thrown off the cage by The Undertaker.
Yeah.
As God is my witness, he is broken in half.
You have to wonder, sitting there, I know this is not related to the documentary, but like sitting there watching this stuff and having to comment on it, how do you separate, like I genuinely think that guy's really fucking hurt.
True.
So I got to keep doing my job.
Well, that's the thing, right? Always with the headset, you've always got somebody in your ear just giving you little nudges and direction, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Because like even when stuff goes wrong, they still have to keep going.
Yeah.
Like when the furnace gets turned on, you smell burning electrical.
Dude.
We still got to keep the show rolling. Technical difficulties happen. You got to keep going.
The house is on fire. No, it's not. My wife just turned the heat on.
We're okay.
Yeah, we're still here.
But that does bring us to our final item of the
Oh man, it's been a long road tonight, but God, there's ups and downs and lefts and rights and twists and turns. Man, it was a good one tonight.
evening. And Red says
Kayfabe is forever. That's right. It really
Totally
is. Well, guys, you know what time it is. It's that time of the night where Andy, he's out in the aisles. He is hunting for you and I so that we can save a few dollars with this week's toy hunting tip at Dollarama.
Yep. So this week, Hot Wheels Star Wars fingerboards are showing up for $4 a piece.
We just can't call them Tech Deck.
No, we can't call them Tech Deck. $4 a piece at the store, but they are retailing online on Amazon from between $10 and $20. So you're
Oh,
saving
so
a few
you're,
there.
You're doing okay if you pick one of these up.
Hmm. And Zazel says it's real to me.
It's real to
It
me.
is. You can't fake diving off a rope, but
You can't fake the landing. How's that?
No,
Yeah,
you
there you
can't.
go.
But also showing up this week, Yu-Gi-Oh! Millennium Puzzle blind pack figures, retailing for $3 a piece. You can find them online at regular retail for $17.99 at Hot Topic.
Hmm.
So yeah,
you're doing all right with those.
doing okay there. But
Wow.
yeah, always new stuff in the toy aisle.
Well, that was an awesome batch of news items this week. You never know what you're going to get week to week on this show.
No.
I feel like some weeks are obviously slower news weeks, but man, a great show tonight. Just a reminder to Red, don't forget to reach out and let us know which
One you'd
sticker you would
prefer?
like, and we can get that sent out to you. And do come back with us on Sunday night. I think by then the illness will be resolved.
Knock on wood.
Hopefully, yeah. We got some here somewhere.
Yep.
That Hank will be back, and we'll be moving on with Tales from the Moon of Fandor, our review series on Ewoks, the animated series. Still kicking Monchi ass 39 years later.
Murder Bears. Woo.
That's right. Yeah. Murder bears versus little cutesy monkeys that ride tricycles with bows in their hair. No. Right. Otherwise, we'll see you back here next Tuesday as we do this all over again. It'll be our 76th Random Fandom. God, I can't believe we've been going this long, man. Thank you, man. Thanks very much, Monty Cheese Forever. I will kill you for that. No, I won't. Another great show. Thank you very much, Sean. Thank you very much. And thank you to all of you who tune in week after week, night after night. Without you, we would have no show. No, we would still have a show. We'd just be talking to each other and and maybe people would see it later on. Who knows?
Maybe.
I don't know.
Maybe.
We'd still be talking about this stuff. So we might as well do it in front of a camera and have some of our friends come along, which includes all of you fine people. So thank you so much for that. Remember, everybody, whatever your thing is, fan on. And for Fandom Power, my name is Wes.
I'm Andy.
And we will see you on the next one. Bye for now, everybody.